thousands of years ago, all they knew, all they could see, was a fiery red dot in the sky. Unlike the stars, which stay in fixed positions, it and 5 other bright lights moved through the sky. In fact, planet is the Greek word for wanderer. The Greeks named it Ares after their god of war, the Egyptians described it as the Red One, and the Romans called it Mars. The Babylonians studied astronomy as early as 400 BCE. They developed advanced techniques to predict the future position of the red planet, but it wasn't until the 16th century, when Nicholas Copernicus proposed a sun-centered model for the solar system, that man edged closer to understanding Mars' irregular movement. Johannes Kepler revised this. One of the 3 major laws of planetary motion he discovered was that planets move in elliptical orbits with the sun at one focus. By the time Kepler published New Astronomy in 1609, Galileo Galilei was preparing a report on his observations of Mars with a primitive telescope, the first to use it for astronomical purposes. The planet has long held fascination for observers because its surface appears to change. Astronomers needed to get closer, and the telescope brought it into focus. Christian Huygens used one to make the first drawing of Mars to show a definite surface feature. But it was over 200 years before Giovanni Schiaparelli compiled a map of the planet, using names based on classical geography or, in some cases, descriptive words. Most of these place names are still in use today. After World War II, liquid-fueled rockets showed potential as transportation, which made interplanetary travel a possibility, and Mars was one of the early targets. In 1967, the USA's Mariner 4 completed a flyby, returning photos of the cratered surface and confirming their atmosphere was mostly carbon dioxide. 4 years later, Mariner 9 was the first Mars orbiter, revealing detailed views of all of Mars. Missions continued to gather data, but it took until June 19, 1976 for NASA's Viking 1 to make history by becoming the first mission to land a fully operational spacecraft safely on another planet. Finally, humans could virtually reach out and touch what had been a fiery ball in the sky.